They say that children get their behavioral traits from their parents. After all, it's all in the genes. Good, bad, everything. But that doesn't mean controlling your children isn't in your hands. If you really want to shape up your little one's character, then you can. How? We'll walk you through 5 disturbing habits your child can develop and the solutions to tackle these mannerisms. Disrespect and backtalk. When your 4-year-old son answers back like a grown-up or throws a silly tantrum, you adore them completely and laugh it out. But when the same is done by a 9-year-old, it's a different situation altogether. Parents start getting worried and apprehensive, thinking about the attitude and the lack of respect for others they see in their children. When such situations arise, make sure you don't react in the same manner to your children. Let them simmer down. Make them understand that their actions weren't right. Convey the reasons behind your advice. By doing so, they'll realize their mistakes and never repeat the same again. Abusive language. A bad temper, when not controlled, can make one cross limits and become abusive. Children, out of their anger, sometimes tend to become abusive. They can yell, and this may lead to a heated argument. Being parents, you're their first teacher. So make sure you don't use any foul language in front of them as they pick up words very quickly, which will backfire one day. So the next time you ask them, "Where did you learn that word from?" think twice. Aggressive behavior. Children getting angry is quite a common situation. You take away their things, they might get a little upset or make a face. You give their things back, they're back to normal. But what if it goes a bit beyond? Like you won't let them watch their favorite cartoon. Your tot gets all grumpy, frustrated, then starts kicking and beating you. No, now that's not acceptable. So what do? Yell at them back? No, that's not acceptable either. If you yell, your children will never learn to control their impulses and emotions. Instead, you've got to calm them down. Choose an alternative that could enlighten them and teach them to express concerns like, "I'm angry" or "I don't like it." By doing so, you teach them patience and help them control their temper. Bullying. Bullying is a serious concern today. Be it schools or colleges, children do face it. It can be traumatic physically and mentally for children. But what if your child starts bullying others? What if they bully other kids to showcase their power? That's really mean. But that doesn't mean they're bad eggs. A bad environment at home can also influence children to take such steps. If parents quarrel all the time, it can directly impact kids and make them rebellious and boisterous. Anything you can do about it? Yes, of course. Explain to them why bullying can be harsh. Tell them that it is simply not acceptable. Never burden your children with all the family issues because that's the root cause for all the menace. Lack of motivation and laziness. Being parents, you need to be their source of motivation in every phase of life. Children can get bored and lazy very easily. No matter how much you exaggerate about the importance of certain aspects, it can be homework, art, or music. So how do you draw their attention and make things work? Convert daily tasks into fun-filled activities like household chores. You can keep a competition asking, "Let me see if you can tidy up your room in 10 minutes. Come on, hurry." Likewise, understand your children. Get to know their interests. What are their favorite hobbies? Encourage them. Doesn't that make home sweet home? Tackling these behavioral aspects in your children does require a lot of patience. It's a learning process and it continues throughout because the key to their happiness lies in you.